Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Aaron Vasquez. I'm from Jackie Gleason Depot Chairman. The two Transit Misfits coming at you right now.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's good,
Welcome to the
peoples?
original talk and entertainment live stream show for transfer workers worldwide. He's your boy Blunt. I'm Broken Pete. We are two transfer
Two Transit
misfits.
Misfits.
Welcome, everybody. What's up, Blunt?
What's up, man? What's good, man? What a weekend.
What a weekend.
What a weekend.
What kind of weekend did you have?
What kind of weekend we had?
What kind of weekend you had? What kind of day did you have?
What a weekend we had. I see he forgot already. Right?
Yeah,
He's
make
trying
sure
to
it's
get
coming
out of
to
it.
me.
But we did that challenge this weekend, which was crazy.
But wait, before we talk about that, you didn't have anything to say about
Yeah. So
yeah.
before we even get into that,
Yes.
guys, if you've seen in the beginning, we have the Sydney donation going up there. It's been up for a little while. That is one of our Misfits family members, and as you know, an injury to one is an injury to all. The story's up there about the little girl. She needs help. Uh, Very touching story. For those that don't know or may have not read up on it, basically she has sickle cell, and it got to the point where she's been hospitalized a lot, and it got really bad for her. So she needed a donation. The good news is that her brother, her 9-year-old brother, she's young, so her 9-year-old brother has stepped up and donated his marrow, his bone marrow, to help her. So that part is the best part about it. The bad part is, sorry, you got like some stuff. The bad part is that in order for the process to fully function, she's going to need about a year's worth of therapy and after surgery process, the after surgery process, and it's going to take about a year for that to completely for her to go through everything and be come out all right. And so her mother cannot work during that whole time because she's going to be going back and forth to the hospital, this, that, and third. So she's asking for people to help out because those hospital bills don't stop, and the regular bills at home don't stop neither. And she has to put work on pause just to, you know, make sure everything that's happening with her daughter goes right. So, if you can, we're not asking you to go to the bank and take out a loan. If you can afford it, any little bit can help. I've already donated. Some other people I know already donated. It don't have to be $1 million. Whatever you can spare, please spare. You know, and the reason why I'm actually talking a little bit more about it is because there are s- there's so many scams that are out there right now, right? And the crazy thing is, when Chocolate sent it to me, um, the first thing I said was, we gotta be careful with these scams, right? And she's like, no, this is a family member. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, because that's the first thing that came to mind, they trying to scam. And my case in point, this is something that's been going around for, why do I look so low? Pete, why are you telling me I look like a little dude? Okay.
Who, you?
Yeah, I'm like all the way down here and shit.
Yeah, sit up straight, bro.
I am, but no, it's that the camera's facing. Anyway,
Uh,
so all these scams are going
is
on.
this that bus operator's kid, child? I didn't.
She's a bus operator. She was at the gathering. Chocolate was at the gathering.
Oh, chocolate. Now, okay.
Yvette Cook,
When you say chocolate, I only remember
one chocolate,
the
right?
police
The other chocolate.
chocolate.
That's what you gotta say.
Yeah.
The other chocolate. But no,
Yes.
yeah.
So then we should also speak to do something at our depot. Well, you know what? The depot's never really.
Well, so what? We could still do something at the depot.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't. They
All
don't.
right.
They don't participate. That's on them. That we can't let
Yeah.
people take us out of character.
No.
Excuse me. Cafe. Anyway, so what? The funny thing is, like right after I had said that to her, this lady pops up on TikTok, and you probably heard of this before, Pete. And those who are on TikTok, I'm pretty sure that you guys heard of it. The brick lady, right? Yeah. If you haven't heard of it, the story is. Hold
No, I
on.
haven't.
Let me pull her. This lady right here.
Oh, brick lady.
The
Okay.
brick lady.
Yes. Yeah.
So for those that don't know, this lady right here, she went on TikTok and all over social media and said that she was attacked by a guy, a black man, for not giving him her number. That he hit her in the face with a brick. And then she went on to say that there's all these men around. She stood around a bunch of people, and she said all these people around, and nobody did nothing to help her. And she's crying, and her face, like you can see, her face is swollen. Let me get the right picture.
Yeah.
Her
It
face is
looked like the
swollen.
freaking. Well, on another video, it looked like the brick is inside her face. The way it
Yeah,
looks, like you
yeah.
can see the whole square piece.
So she did a couple of TikToks. She did one at the scene, and then she did another one at the hospital where she's in a gown and she's crying. She's like, "Oh, how can, she's such a good person, and why would people let this happen to her?" This, that, and when I saw it, I felt bad. I'm like, I'm thinking, why would somebody hit her with a brick just for a number?
Mhm.
And then like, if nobody did anything to help her? I felt bad. I genuinely felt bad for her. Come to find out, the whole thing was a hoax. The whole entire thing was a hoax. And not just one person came out. A lot of people came out. Even one of the nurses at the hospital came out. She said she can't show her identity because she'll get in trouble. But she's like, this lady filmed that part where she's in the hospital crying. She said she filmed that part when the nurses left the room so she could be alone.
And she's done several. This is not the first time that she's
And this
asked
is
for
not
money.
the first time. There's people out there that's putting her on blast, saying this is not her first time. She collected about 40 grand before. For this brick incident, she collected over 30 grand. So she's making a killing scamming people. Scamming people.
Smart if you think about it. You know, I mean, it's wrong, but damn,
It's very wrong, but it is
But-
it's you know.
smart how
put-
she took, you know, she
The
played
problem
with
with
people's
that,
feelings.
the problem with that is you have people like her, and then you have people like who we just put up, right? Those are the
Mhm.
ones who suffer because people are, I'm not. It's another scam. It's another scam,
Mm.
right? So people are afraid to donate when they should be donating to people that need it. So people like her that don't need it, you know, people feel bad. Oh, let me send her out, and not only that, she sparked a lot of controversy, and it's geared towards men. You know, it's geared towards mostly black men, but men in general.
Mm.
You know, because the sisters got online and they were irate. Like, this is what we got to do. The men don't protect us. This, that, and the third.
Instead
Men
of
ain't,
throwing at the men, the black
yeah, they
men.
started going after the men. You know, men ain't shit. This, that, and third. Like, this is. And then what made me even angrier is then you had a bunch of them saying, "Oh, now we got to arm ourselves." And I see a lot of women saying, "Yo, we got to carry that pew pew now." So what? What? This is something that she sparked.
Yeah.
So somebody's gonna get killed because of what she did.
There'll be one man just trying to say hello, and this female's gonna be like all nervous because of everything she's heard.
She's gonna pull
And I'll
out
go,
and shoot
brother
him and kill
down.
him. Yep.
Real
What?
quick, shout out Daniel Sargent. Shout out Facebook
Shout out.
user. Don't know who the heck you are because can't see your
Mhm.
name. And shout out to Ms. Nareda, VSG Life.
Hey, babe.
Thanks for joining us.
Where's my phone?
What's up?
Oh, Oh,
Where's your
my
phone?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's-
it.
that's-
Couple shout outs right now.
That's the sad part, you know. Like when you have people who actually need the help, nobody's gonna help them because of stupid chicks like
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
And it's, I mean, she started a huge controversy.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we see something, people always gonna have that doubt. See if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
For sure.
So yeah, so back to our weekend. Our weekend, as we spoke to you folks, you know, do I have the picture up here? Did I take it down already? Was I too quick to take it down? I was too quick to take it down. Anyway. Yeah, you know, nope.
I hope I'm saying this right.
That's-
Celso Garcia, no relation.
Uh,
In transit, we deal with all type. Absolutely, absolutely. Honestly, this brick lady, she's not involved with transit, but it still affects all of us. Either way, it affects all of us. You know,
Facebook user, you gotta give permission to Facebook.
that's Luis Martinez. You gotta give face not Facebook, StreamYard.
StreamYard.
You gotta give StreamYard permission.
Yeah, so that your name pops up.
Lewis,
Right there,
we're
right?
talking to you, Lewis.
So your name and
Martinez.
have your comments posted during our live broadcast. You go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and you're granted access.
What up, Aaron?
Unless you just want to stay invisible. What up, Aaron? So yeah, so we've been talking about this for a while. Well, we've done a few challenges, right? A couple
We've done a few.
dumb
What's
challenges.
the first one? First one was the lemon challenge.
Oh, lemon. That was
was
weak. That was
lemon.
just beginning, just getting our toes wet.
Then we did the cereal challenge. You guys
Yeah.
did see that?
Which is also
It was
no biggie.
Cheetos and milk.
Cheeto, hot
Flaming Cheetos.
hot flaming
Yeah.
Cheetos and milk, right?
Mhm.
Did the chip? No,
did
the sauce.
We did the hot sauce, the bomb challenge. You guys gotta go check that out.
That we went to a different level, the whole
That-
new level with that. And if you guys you check out our YouTube channel, you'll see these challenges up on there. So subscribe.
Yeah.
And
then
what
this
was that?
weekend,
No, you forgot the chip. We did the chip
oh,
after the
we
sauce.
did the hot chip. We did the hot chip show.
The hot chip where my son joined us, and we had
Just- Aaron,
dispatcher
just wait 1
Isael.
second.
Isael, who was not a dispatcher at that point, he joined us.
Yep. It's a
And
little
then
grainy, but it's there. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. And then we've been talking about that fish challenge that we've been seeing on TikTok all over. And Blunt was like, "Yo, Pete, you dare do it if I buy it?" Because he says he's allergic to fish.
I'm allergic to seafood. You say
Seafood.
fish. I'm allergic to seafood.
Oh,
So-
okay. Well, he's allergic to seafood, so he said, "I'll buy it. You'll do it." I was like, "Sure,"
I buy it, I'll open it if you do it.
and I agreed.
So, Aaron, we did the challenge this weekend.
Yes, we did.
We did the challenge. And we had a couple of people with us.
Yes, had a couple of extra people who wanted to join and see how that was gonna be. We had a small little what do you call it? A little gathering. What do you call it? People watching.
Audience.
An audience. We had a little audience there behind the cameras, and we did it.
It was something. It was something to see.
It was something to see. It was something to smell.
In fact, we got a brief little
Little clip.
something for you to watch. Wait, where is it? Did you move it? Oh no,
I didn't touch anything.
check this out, guys. Ready?
Go.
Stop making you make me vomit. I can't do it.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
If you're strong enough, sometimes it's full, but sometimes it's spreaded up already. You don't have to.
Those four
Show Strowman. Show Strowman shot.
Ricky on that side on this side. We're over. You don't know it yet, but
It's a delicacy.
you ready now?
Oh, that's coming up. So you saw that fake smile on my face. Yeah, that's coming to YouTube, guys. Go subscribe, man. You can't miss
Yeah,
it.
please subscribe because it's gonna be up there. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking about it right now.
I felt a little bad for the girls, though.
Right?
It was like the minute
Even people
that
that were
opened,
not
they weren't even close to us.
partaking in this challenge, they got a good whiff of this.
They weren't
This
even close to us.
So yeah, guys, please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to Transit Misfits, and just look out for it. Make sure you hit that bell and look out for it because we're going to be posting it really soon on our YouTube channel. So,
Gee, Mario, thanks for the vote of confidence, bro.
you gotta watch. You got to watch.
Jeez.
Mario, did you watch when we did the hot chip
Hot chip?
or the hot sauce? Yeah, Blunt
Either
didn't
one.
do too well there, but you gotta watch this one.
I didn't do well at the hot sauce or the hot chip.
Yeah.
And I only eat because I only eat cayenne pepper. I don't eat anything hot like that. But I gotta tell you, between both, I'd rather eat the hot sauce than I eat the hot chip. That hot chip was
I'd rather eat hot sauce on top of the hot chip and not do what we did again.
Look at me trying to set up a new one. Yes, they're the bomb. Yeah,
The bomb. Yeah.
bomb.
That's also on our YouTube channel.
But mind
Oh,
you,
yeah.
that's not the hottest sauce on there.
Mm.
You think you handle the hottest one?
Which one?
You think you can handle the hottest one on the show?
Who, me?
Yeah. There goes the answer.
I guess she's watching.
Never mind.
No, she thinks I can't. But anyway,
the
listen,
vote of confidence in us, Pete. I don't know
let's-
what we doing wrong, bro.
I know. Let's get a little more serious now because wow, we knocked out a whole half a show already.
Mm.
I wanted to talk about something I want to call dispatcher accountability.
Mm.
Probably was a big thing too, not as much as what I'm gonna say, but a lot of us out there, I'm talking about the bus operators. Many of us have issues where we have rules and regulations. And Blunt, I know you remember all the rules and regulations that we have. Some of them is the strollers
Mm.
and what else? Bicycles and the smoking on the buses. There's a whole bunch of stuff that there are little rules that you're just not allowed to do while in public transportation, while on the buses. And what happens a lot is that when we have an issue and we call our console dispatchers, most of the time what we get is get shit on because they go totally against the rule. And let's say it's an open stroller and we call them and say we have an open stroller on the bus. They'll just say let them ride, it's a problem that started with this stupid pilot that MTA came up with, which was supposed to go to May, where some buses were set up where they take like one seat right on the left side before you go to the back door so that you could come in and put a stroller there. Right. But it was not all the buses. It was certain buses. I think they started in Manhattan. So what happens now when more women come on and they see there's a stroller there and they have a stroller, why are they going to want to close it? So there starts the problem. So now the operator's in a spot, and many of us from experience have been like, fuck it, I'm not gonna say nothing, right? But there's a problem there that if there's somebody falls or there's a danger situation that happens, and everybody's gonna be running stampeding over that stroller with a child. There's a problem. Who's gonna be in trouble? The operator. So it's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So this past week, and I hate myself for like pushing it, but I get on, I take the bus, I start very early in the morning. I get to the first stop, and there's a Hispanic man that's getting on the bus, and he's followed by two Asian men, and one of them has a bicycle. So as the Hispanic gets in, the other guy hops in and starts to help the person with the bike to come in. So we are not allowed to have bicycles. Bicycles are not allowed in our bus. We have buses in certain areas like Staten Island, I think some parts of Manhattan that have a bike rack up on the front of the bus, and that's what's used when you want to bring your bike, right? So I told him, I'm sorry, you can't bring the bus. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, you can't bring the bike on the bus. So it seems like they don't speak English. So they're like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's not okay. You can't bring the bike on the bus. I can't drive with it. It's a safety hazard. They still come on in. I couldn't throw the door on them. So they got in. They bring the bike to the back. They toss it right by the back doors. One of them lays down with a blanket, and I'm like, we can't do this. So I call console. I hit that one to call console. Console comes right back, and I tell them, listen, I need you to send someone over here because I have two customers here. One of them with a bicycle, and they refuse to get off the bicycle. So first thing console asks me is, how many people do you have on the bus? So in my head, I'm like, what the fuck does that matter? You know, I mean,
Right.
a rule is a rule. Why is he even asking me that?
Right.
So I tell him, right now, we got like 4 people on the bus because I just started, right? 3 people on the bus because I just started. Oh, operator, you got to let him ride. So this is what I'm talking about. We have rules, and they bend them when it comes to the customers, but then we come out look like idiots. So now I have to spend like 5 minutes sitting there talking back and forth in the console. Now I feel like an idiot. 'Cause now I'm closing the door, and after speaking to some other of my coworkers, they're like, "We should have done it." Like, you know what? Forget it. Give me the violation. I'm not moving. But I started thinking, putting myself in a spot to get assaulted. It's mad early in the morning, but I mean, I was prepared. Trust me, I was prepared. I unbuckled my belt. I did what I did because we had not too long ago here in Staten Island, an operator got assaulted by a group of Asian men because they hit his bus and he said he had to call it in and they didn't want to call it in and they jumped him and they beat him up when they sent him to the hospital. So with that said, I was like, okay, can I have your pass number? Your badge number. He's like, excuse me. I said, can I have your badge number? You want me to drive the bus unsafe with a bicycle on the bus? I need your badge number. So he gives me his number. I repeat it to make sure I have it right. And then after that, he says, okay, operator, but you do have to let him ride because, you really don't have too many.
Whatever.
All right. So I start moving the bus. I start operating the bus. A few blocks later, I smell smoke. Smell cigarette smoke. So at that moment, as I'm looking in the mirror, the Hispanic customers coming up to me, and I asked him, I says, are they smoking cigarettes back there? Because now I had like 8 people on board. So I'm wondering, was it somebody that was smoking outside and put it out and I didn't see him? He came in and, you brought the smell in. He goes, there's somebody smoking in the back. So I look, it's one of the guys. So then I pull the bus over and I'm like, excuse me, you cannot smoke on the bus. It's dangerous. We have freaking, what do you call it?
Natural gas on
Natural gas on the bus. Yeah, we you cannot. No, he's like,
that's a huge dangerous problem.
So all right, I pull the bus over. I open up both doors. I call Consul again. I tell Consul, tell me before to let these guys ride with a bicycle. He's like, oh, it wasn't me. I said, okay, it was Consul number blah 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 blah. I told him there's a rule, he couldn't do it. Now the guy's smoking a cigarette in the bus. Do you still want me to continue in service? He's like, no, we can't have that. Pull over. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm like, well, you should have called the cops the first time when I freaking called you. We know when there's an issue. We as operators, if they're doing this for so many years, you kind of could tell when somebody's gonna give you a problem. Right. Their attitude, their demeanor, you could tell that there's an issue. Mm-hmm. Now, had I been able to close the door before the second guy came in, then everything would have been, I'd close it and whatever. But now I open the doors and they're telling me, then they tell me, tell the customers that you call the police for an issue on the bus. And I'm not saying nothing. I say, if I say something, that's just gonna put me in a spot to get assaulted or worse. So I'm not saying nothing. Just get the cops here quick. So there's 8 people on the bus. I look back. Now the guys, I noticed they don't speak English, so I took a chance. I was like, I just spoke quickly to them. I was like, customers, we're waiting here for the police because I have an issue on the bus. And everybody looking around to see who it is.
What's the issue? Huh?
Yeah. So it took about almost 20 minutes because at that time in the morning, it's like the 20-minute headway. It took almost 20 minutes for one bus to come. Bus came in. I got off the seat to tell them, get on that bus. And I went to warn my coworker, the other operator, about the issue and that he was having one of those people getting on his bus. So I said, just keep an eye on him. The problem, the other guy that was problematic, he had gotten off the bus and he went around the corner. So, all right, he left. Now, wait, maybe another 5 minutes, here come the cops. So I explained to them the situation. I go to the back, and for some reason I wanted to look at that corner store that was there because I'm looking around, it's so dark. The guy is right there. So the guy works at that corner store on that bus stop. So I told the cops, he's in there. And I went in. I went because I wanted to point him out, and they held me. Like, no, don't let him see you. You're ready. You saw it. You pointed him out. We're gonna go in there and talk, but we cannot write a report because the person's already off the bus. So like the problem is over. We can't write a report on it. I said, all right, but I'll take the badge, car number, all that information.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
write a
need it.
report, but I'm
Yeah,
going to write a
I'm
report.
gonna have to write a report.
Mhm.
So this story gets a little funny. And I'm sorry, officers, but I'm not gonna mention the names. But so it's two officers. One of them is a rookie. I could tell it's a rookie after what I'm about to tell you, and the other one, I guess, was a sergeant right with her. They go in. They come back out to get to the car, and then the rookie one, the one that was driving, she's like, "I can't find my keys. I think I dropped my keys." Right. So she's like, "What do you mean you dropped your keys? You just came out. What did you drop them?" So I start looking around the floor with my phone. See, there's a sewer drain right there. So I'm looking to see. I said, I hope she didn't drop the keys in there. But I don't see nothing. They're looking around the car, and suddenly you hear the sergeant. You locked the keys in the patrol car.
Oh no!
The rookie operator, she locked the keys when she got out, and now they're locked out. So she's like, we're the only unit in this area right now. So she got her ass chewed out. I felt bad, but she got her ass chewed out. I'm like, don't you guys have like two keys? No, they only
Yeah.
have one key.
No.
It said.
No.
So I was thinking, let me call maintenance. Let me call maintenance. Maybe they could help you guys out because you guys, you come in sometimes and you wash your cars in the depot, whatever. She's like, no, you really can't because they might break it. I'm like, let me just call them because you guys are here trying to help me, and now you're stuck here. But maintenance couldn't help. They're like, well, I would if I could, but I got nobody here, so I really cannot help. So a couple of minutes later, there was two other units came by and they let him out. So I called Consul and I asked them, because they told me to if I wanted to move the bus to a safer place, being that the person that started the problem was right there.
Right.
So I had told her, well, the cops are here. They're not going anywhere right now. But once they go, I will move on to another location. So long story short, just long enough. The cops left. I moved up a couple of blocks, waited for supervision. Had to write the whole big MV-44 that we have to file out at the end of the day. But this is the whole issue, is that whenever we call consuls that we have an issue, they don't back us up. And it's just about every time. And a lot of our co-workers, they do their own thing. But I'm speaking as far as doing it the right way. When we have rules that we also have to follow. We have rules, they have rules. So I believe that when we call with an issue, consuls should have our back. So we need some dispatcher accountability over here. We need something to be done about that. Definitely, because I'm not the only one. Many operators have issues where they call up for any little problem that we're trying to enforce, only to be shot down. There's times that I've called up, and when the consul comes back, it's overheard over the radio. It's like for some reason it's connected and everybody hears it. So now I'm the laughing stock of the whole bus because of this is going on. So what are we left to do? Not say nothing?
No, you got to write them up.
Just
no.
Up. But when we have an issue, when we have an issue,
when you have an issue and you feel like a dispatcher isn't doing what they're supposed to do, you write that on the trip sheet. Make a copy.
Oh, the G2 is written up. I got the G2.
Bring it to your union rep, and then you start a paper trail, because you're going to find that it's going to be the same dispatcher, the same lazy dispatcher that's going to be doing it to everybody. And if you start a paper trail on them, you get some kind of accountability for them. After a while,
I was going to drop his number on here, so if any other operators ever have it, look, but I won't go.
No, I won't do that. You could have them meet you at the depot, Aaron's watching, so make sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna hand them my G2 because, and maybe we should be doing is not do the I don't care, just drive whatever. No, but
you gotta start a paper. You start a paper trail on.
And when they tell you, so this is what happened when the supervisor came, when the SOD came over. And I explained to him about the bicycle. He's like, but why would they tell you to drive with a bicycle on the bus?
See?
So here's
that's
supervision.
That's a hazard. You can't move that bus with that
bike
in it.
So he was like, there was no reason for you to have been moving that bus when you had a bicycle. And even worse for them to be smoking, but at least they stopped him. Like, yeah, at least they did that. But he's like, yeah, that's wrong. You should not have been driving the bus if somebody had a bicycle on the bus. So this is a dispatcher saying this. So there has to be some kind of communication between this to get it right, get it straight. I don't know.
Well,
You guys got to go to Zariga, maybe. I don't know.
dispatchers are like everybody else. You know, you have good ones, you have bad ones. Some of them just don't care, and some of them know exactly what they're supposed to do. Like think about it. Not to bring up anybody who passed away, but if he would have said that to Augie, what you think he would have said
Too.
to Augie?
But I mean, he's not a consul.
No, but I'm saying, think about it. He's still dispatcher though,
Yeah.
right? If
Well,
you
he
would've brought
always
that up
said
to
there's a rule to every rule.
Augie- exactly. So,
Uh, I don't want to say what I think he would. I'm not. You know. I don't know. I don't know what he would have said. I feel that maybe he would have been like, "I'm going to send someone," but I don't know. I
he
would
would.
think
He
he would
would.
say,
Either way, you wouldn't have drove with that bike on the bus.
yeah.
And they were like, put it out of service, call the cops, have them escort them off. The problem with that, Robbie, is let me see. Let me see. Well, on dispatcher test, as long as it's not blocking the walkway, we let them ride. The problem with that, Robbie,
A bicycle is always going to be blocking the walkway. It's a bicycle, well, unless you're going to hang it up on top of the bars.
yeah,
There's
it's a hazard.
it's blocking.
It's a
It's
hazard.
blocking. Yeah, it's blocking. That thing about unless it's not, it's blocking. The moment they
If
bring the bicycle,
yeah,
it's right there. Anybody could walk. If you can't walk down the aisle without having to move over to get through it, it's blocking. Yeah,
okay,
there's no other way
if
to say
that's
it.
on the test, then that's the answer. That's still the wrong answer, because the problem is if if there's
Aaron,
some kind of
I got his badge. I'm gonna give his badge and all that
if
shit.
there's some kind of emergency, nobody's thinking about that bike. They're gonna be tripping all over the bike. So
Exactly.
you're gonna cause people to lose their life if there's some kind of emergency. So you're not supposed to let them ride.
You just call all the time. Just hit that button. Call console. Let them know the issue, and they tell you let them ride for whatever reason they have, and you know darn well there's a rule for that. Ask for their badge number, their pass. Ask for the
Aaron,
badge number.
Aaron, stop drinking. Aaron,
Yeah. That
only-
I know because when people get on the trains, they come on with bicycle, all that stuff. So at that point, the shuttle bus becomes kind of like a train car, and that's when you're covered. Yeah, and that's the same thing that the supervisor told me. Also, he said the same thing. He said unless it's a shuttle, so definitely
so I got a question.
call them up
Aaron.
and complain and take the number. You got to do that. And look at we really need some. We need some changes too. Look what happened to our coworker. I got this. There's a clip going around. I'm not putting the clip, but he's a friend and coworker from me. I have a little picture, just showing a little something that happened. I don't know if you heard about it, Blunt. Now I could tell you later on, but this happened. Wait a minute, it's just this week. Aaron probably remind me what day it was. And this was the assault.
What up, Jason?
This group of kids, and there were more. On the right side, you see that female. That's an operator that was trying to help, and there's another operator that was trying to help. So these kids followed the coworker out of the train station. Don't know what happened in between, but when he got to where he had to make a relief, he jumped him, and somebody recorded the whole video. They jumped him, they hurt him, and he's okay now, but this is what happened. And to talk about dispatcher accountability, because it fits with it. I spoke to an operator that was there, that was trying to help, who stood by until supervision came along. And when supervision got there, first man they went to was him, the one that had helped, and they asked him, "Did you hit anybody?" Now,
They asked him if he in it. Well, he's
if
getting
he hit
jumped.
anybody. Another guy that got jumped, the one that was helping him.
Oh, okay.
because I guess the when supervision got there, they saw him and he went to tell them what happened. And first thing they ask him is, "Did you hit anybody?" Not is the operator okay? Let's go check out on the operator. Did you hit anybody? Because as you all know, with transit, the definition of a customer is anyone who pays for or uses the service. So pretty much regardless whether you pay for or not, you're a customer. And this is another thing that has to stop. Every time that something happens to us, they want to incriminate us and put blame on us without getting the whole story. And I know that there's people out there doing things for the women in transit or this or that, but we need to do something for the safety of the of us.
Well, that needs to be put into the next contract. Some kind of safety measures for employees.
These dispatchers need to be on the same page altogether, and they need to be on the same page with the operator. We should not be arguing back and forth with a dispatcher about a safety issue that they know it's a rule. There's no reason for that. This whole thing about service first. Listen, if they don't start taking care of us, then that's what we have to do. Call them, put it on them right away, and if they tell you to drive the bus anyway, please make sure to ask for the pass. They have to give you their pass.
And it's
They ask for
recorded.
yours. When you call up, they ask, "What's your pass?" We don't tell them why you need it. We give them the pass. They have to give you the pass. Don't be scared, especially if you're new. Don't be scared. You call up. I'm having an issue with this and this and this.
And I can guarantee you, in some instances, when you do that, you say, "Okay, let me get your pass number." They understand that now they're going to be held accountable, and they're going to change their story. Sometimes some people just don't give a shit.
Well, it's recorded, so they're not going to be able to change it if they're telling you to go against the rules. Because when you call, that's recorded. So they can't say, "Oh no, I didn't say that," because they're just gonna go, "What? Let's go back. Let's hear the conversation."
So did any of the kids? I don't know. Any of the kids get hurt? Because I would have.
I don't know.
I would have called Anakin on them.
Anakin, what?
When them kids start acting up, Anakin.
All right, what's going on with that? That's.
Oh man, you know who Anakin is?
What, Skywalker?
Mm-hmm.
So
you see what he did to the kids?
No, don't.
Order 66.
On the 66.
Order 66. That's when everybody flipped on the Jedi, and he went to the Jedi temple and killed all the kids. Anakin, we need your help, bro.
I have no idea. That's a Star Wars thing. I don't
somebody will get it.
But anyway. You guys that follow, okay, you would know. Comment if you know what he's talking about.
Look at this. Hold on.
What's that?
They have been known to hang up after being questioned, see, because they know they're going to be held accountable. They don't like that. They don't want that.
So maybe, thinking about what you just said, maybe what we need to do is when we call them, since when we call, the first thing they do is ask for a pass. Maybe that's what we should
ask
do.
For the back.
Before we tell them. Mm-hmm. Before we tell them any issue.
So, but that's giving them an option. That's being nice, Because now you're giving them an option to change their statement.
Well, okay, but that's what we need, right? I mean, like Aaron just said, that they sometimes hang up when you question them. So, yes, Council, what's your pass number? I just want to know who I'm speaking to. Okay. This is the issue I'm having.
Right. Exactly. That sounds like a good way to do it. So, guys, make it part of your job. Write it down, practice it, and make it like second nature to you.
What's up, Rob?
Every time they act, before they even ask.
Who blocked Aaron?
Look, dang. Oh, nobody blocked. Oh, shit, what happened?
Who blocked him? You blocked him?
Did I? Ooh, Aaron, I'm sorry, bro.
Aaron, are you here? It
says block.
It says block. No, it says they're block you. I have to click on the little three buttons, three dots next to the star. Left click and see what you get. Because of mine is saying block user, so I didn't block them.
No, mine is just saying block. Blocked. I can't click on it.
It says it's blocked.
Yeah, Aaron was blocked. Why was he blocked? Wait, let me see. No, I can click on. I can click on his other one. He's there. He's there here.
Right. But block mean that he cannot comment. Oh, Aaron, did you post certain kind of word and maybe they saw this as a safety thing and blocked you? What did he say?
I don't think he said anything like that.
Well, Aaron, if you're watching, if you could come out and come back in, because I don't see where. This is the first time I ever see that.
Yeah, it's the first time I seen it too.
Put user on timeout. Oh no.
It must have been the dispatches.
No.
What up, Jay?
Oh, where'd he go? Yeah, it says block user, but I didn't block him.
I didn't block him.
Aaron, see if you could come back. I don't see how we could that happen. What's that, Jason? God forbid. Well, let me see. What is he saying? God forbid our coworker would have put a scratch on one of those kids. They would have had spent. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they did ask the one that was helping him if he put his hands on anybody.
My child is the innocent. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been the whole thing.
Even Jay. All right. So
thank you, Super Mario. Somebody got it. God damn it. I got it, bro.
What do you say?
It's a sad story.
Yes, I am out of the loop, man. Yeah. I've only watched maybe the first 3.
I thought that was funny, man. Damn, he messed up the whole joke.
Bro, you know I'm not in that. I don't watch Star Wars.
I got Anakin on speed dial. Fuck them kids. Okay. Don't block me. Don't get it. I'm getting this banned.
So yeah, guys, I wanted to talk about something else that's going on, and we could talk about it on the next one. That has to do with our.
You got 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes.
No, I don't want to get into this right now because I need more info. But we have an issue with our local 100 president, who seems like he was caught up in some kind of fiasco, some kind of scam.
But I you know what? I honestly heard all that stuff way before he became president.
I mean, I have the letter here and stuff, but get some more info on this because I don't want to go by what I'm hearing out there. I want to get some more info. We could talk about this maybe on the next one. But I'm wondering now because our contract could be, what do you call it, compromised now. So everything we fought for also, I'm wondering, for ABA, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. So let's hope we could come on the next week. And if anybody on here that watches or the fighter like that, on MT on Facebook and wants to be part of the show and fill us in with some more information about this, let us know and we could bring it back. On the next one. Yeah, I just got. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He's there?
No, he's talking to me. I don't know what happened, but somehow you got blocked, and if it's not Blunt, it's not me. Because when I click on your name, it just asks if I want to block you, so it's not saying like unblock.
Yeah, I don't see nothing that says unblock.
But I don't know. I don't know what happened. Are you sure you don't have any that says unblock?
No. When I click on his name, the 3 dots, it says delete comment or block user. But under that, it says Aaron Vasquez was blocked.
Yeah.
And that one doesn't give me any option. That's weird.
That is. I don't know how that happened.
Aaron,
they're after you.
Oh, you're on YouTube. See, that's what it was. They wanted you to go on YouTube. Stay on Facebook, man. Go to YouTube.
Oh, so he was on Facebook?
When you make comments on YouTube, that helps the algorithm push our show. So go to YouTube, y'all. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, if you wrote a certain word, I know you didn't write anything wrong, but there's certain words that are like
I don't think
words on Facebook.
I don't think you said anything.
Huh?
Yeah, it could have been StreamYard that blocked him. I don't know.
or that.
Well, that never happened to
It's
us.
never happened.
Nobody. Aaron's the first one to get blocked on the show.
Shout out to Aaron Vasquez to be the first one.
We get
First
you a
one to get
plaque,
blocked
dude.
on our show. And we don't even know how it happened.
Yeah, for
All right,
real.
folks. Well, it's been real. We're hoping that those of you that watched, maybe take some information out of this about this whole thing with dispatchers and
Yeah,
calling out.
you gotta make
Don't be
that.
like, I'm not gonna do nothing. Anytime we do a mistake, they come down on us when we have a mistake. So if you have something
Honestly,
you're dealing with, call
if
console.
you got those dispatchers out there that kind of mess you up, you got to start a paper trail on them. Write them up on the G2.
Write them G2s.
Keep a copy for yourself. Give one to your union rep. Let them know what's happening. And once you when you accumulate enough, then something's got to be done. Because you're gonna find out you're not the only one. I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find out you're not the only one that it happened to. It's gonna be the same situation with the same guy, and that's how you get rid of them bad dispatchers. Because there are plenty of good dispatchers out there.
There are.
There's plenty of
There
good
are.
dispatchers out there. There's a lot who came from the ranks and they remember where they come from, so they know how to treat operators. And there's a lot who came from the ranks and they got a little power, and all of a sudden they got a huge head. So they need to go. Right? So make it a point that when you call in dispatch, you get their name and number. Ask them straight off the back. So who am I talking to? What's your badge number?
Badge number, please. Yep.
Yeah. I guarantee you after you take that, they know they're gonna be held accountable. But you gotta write that out and keep a copy for yourself. Hand one to hand one to the general, hand one to the crew, hand one to the
Union rep.
the union rep, and keep a
Well,
copy.
I believe when we fill them, we have to give them to the union rep, and he takes care of it from there. So you make a copy for yourself, and give it to you, because the union rep's the one that will turn it in.
Yeah, but if you write it on the G2, you still it's more than one path. You know what I mean? You're giving it into the crew, it's there. Now, when you give it to your depot chair, your depot is there. And you keep a copy for yourself. So when they say, oh, I lost it, well, all right, well, Aaron has it. Not that saying Aaron has it, but Aaron has it. Oh, Aaron can't find it. Okay, well, I
Whatever your
wrote it
depot
on.
chair is.
I wrote it up on the G2. It's on the G2 for this day. Pull out the G2, you see it, right? You covering your ass, right?
Exactly.
Harry said, no.
Don't give it to me. All right, folks. So thanks for joining us for another show. Just a real quick reminder right here, real quick. Check this out. Remind you about our
Nice.
join the conversation.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Sign up to YouTube. We got to build that platform. We're trying to build it up.
Sign up.
Much more. Do so much more on YouTube.
Sign up and subscribe.
Yeah, so
Just
that's
what am I
what's up.
looking for? Yeah. And with that said, I'm Broken Pete,
And I am your boy Blunt.
and that's the end of our show.
Yep, so fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Good night, everybody.
Baby.
Yep.
Wow.
Fuck 'em if they can't take a joke.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.